Right now, listen to this some major breaking and developing news as at this morning today on Thursday, the 12th of June. Some new twist has emerged into the investigation of the death of Albert Ojwang, who met his death here in Nairobi and in Central Police Station. Now, however, the new report and evidence suggest that could have been different because the Star, a very popular newspaper here in Kenya, has today issued an article that is causing a lot of fuss on social media. Now, this is what the Star have written in their headline, and I'll show you. It says, "Secret night operation, Albert Ojwang tortured into coma in Karura forest." Okay, and people on X have been calling the Star it's a state controlled newspaper, but people are shocked that the Star is even coming up with this story. So let me just read to you what the article says, and I will read just from the top. It says, by Star reporter, 12th June 2025. Albert Ojwang, a beloved high school teacher, father, and a prominent social media commentator, was brutally tortured into a coma in Nairobi's Karura forest before being returned unconscious to Central Police Station, credible sources have exclusively revealed to the Star. Contrary to conflicting official police accounts, evidence now clearly points to a carefully orchestrated operation involving senior figures within Kenya's security establishment. According to sources intimately familiar with the ongoing investigations, Ojwang was arrested by Directorate of Criminal Investigation (DCI) officers on the afternoon of June 7 at his home in Homa Bay County. He was transported to Nairobi and officially booked at Central Police Station at 9:35 p.m., reportedly in stable and physical and mental condition as documented by officers at the time. However, multiple credible sources now confirm that Ojwang was removed from the police station later that night, transported in a private vehicle to Karura Forest along Kiambu Road, where he was severely beaten and assaulted. A senior police figure and his driver are alleged to have been directly involved in the violent assault, kicking, punching, and beating Ojwang while he remained handcuffed. The source now is being quoted on the Star saying, "The truth is Ojwang was in a good condition when booked, but he was moved later that night, tortured, and returned nearly lifeless." That is what the confidential source stated to the Star. The article continues, "When Ojwang slipped into a coma due to severity of his injuries, his assailants reportedly panicked, buckled him back into the private vehicle, bundled and returned him to Central Police Station shortly after 1 a.m. Some officers at the station reportedly objected taking custody of a visibly injured and unconscious man, but their objections were overridden by orders from above. Independent Policing Oversight Authority (IPOA) Deputy Chairperson Anne Wanjiku confirmed to the Senate that crucial CCTV footage at Central Police Station was deliberately interfered with, particularly around the cell where Ojwang was held. This interference further complicated initial attempts to understand precisely what had transpired. Inspector General of Police Douglas Kancha acknowledged that Ojwang's initial booking indicated that he was healthy upon arrival at the station, and he has since called for a swift and thorough IPOA investigation. The official police version initially claimed that Ojwang sustained head injuries by hitting his head against a cell wall. Now, a narrative later contradicted by a detailed autopsy conducted on Tuesday, confirming blunt force trauma as the cause of his death. Now, that is some part of the article by the Star, who are now claiming that Ojwang was, yes, indeed, taken to Central Police Station at around that evening, and the DCI officers who presented him at the police station have confirmed that he was healthy and very conscious now. According to the Star, Ojwang was taken from the police station later that evening, and they drove with him in a private car up to Karura forest, where he was tortured, beaten in the presence of a senior police officer. And after he became unconscious, after suffering so many deep wounds from the beating, they decided to take him back to Central Police Station. On arrival, the officers on duty did not want to book in a very seriously injured and unconscious man, but the orders from above, I guess now it's from the senior police officer, made it hard for them to object, and that is why Ojwang was booked into the cell, and he met his death inside the police cell in Central Police Station. Now, it has been hard to confirm this story because yesterday at the Senate hearing of this case, the IPOA Vice Chairperson Anne Wanjiku was presented to the Senate to try and reveal how the investigations are going, and she confirmed that the CCTV footage, especially the one around that cell that Ojwang was kept in, was tampered with. And that is one of the biggest crucial evidence that could have played a key part in identifying how these events of that fateful night transpired. But right about now, it is just a story of guessing, a story of sources. But according to the Star, it says that Ojwang was tortured and put into a coma inside the Karura forest. Yes, so that is what is happening right about now. And you remember, it is easy to confirm this story because Ojwang was arrested for a tweet, for a post he made on social media criticizing the police and the top police officer for the bribe they have been taking. And so you can understand, if the Star is reporting that a senior officer was arrested, was there, maybe this could be a sign of revenge, a very deep revenge mission, an operation that the senior officer took. And at the moment, people are calling for the resignation of DIG Eliud Lagat. But remember, yesterday the CS for Interior, Kipchumba Murkomen, said that nobody can arrest Lagat right about now because there is not enough evidence to suggest that he is the person involved in this story. And also Murkomen said that they can only make arrests once they have evidence. He was speaking yesterday inside the Senate. So that is what is happening today. Officially, all the big media newspapers today, that is the Star, the Standard, the Daily Nation, and Taifa Leo, have seemed to be standing with Albert Ojwang. And the headlines from the Star, it says Ojwang tortured into coma in Karura. Daily Nation, they are saying Lagat under siege. Taifa Leo says mbona hajajiuzulu, and then the Standard says killer squad boss. Yes, it seems that even the traditional media is not shying away from reporting and covering this story as it is. So that is the story right about now. The Star reporting that Ojwang met his death in Karura forest, and he was then taken back to Central Police. Yes, so could you guys maybe share your opinions on this? Do you think whatever the Star are reporting could be the truth, or if not, it's not far from the truth? Thank you so much for watching. I'll be sure to check you in the next one. Bye bye for now.